What you are about to hear is part of the Podgods Network. If you have a problem with anything you hear, please write it in an email and go fuck yourself. Enjoy the show!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Atheist Agenda. I know it's been a few days. I apologize. I was going to do a radio show on Sunday, and then, of course, on Monday, and then, of course, on Tuesday. But what seemed to happen was that the power lines went out, or something to the to the internet, and I couldn't broadcast. And I apologize. However, that being said, I usually prepare. At least a few hours in advance or a day or two, depending on what subject, It's like the Islam thing took me, 3-4 days to do. But what we want to do today is we're going to discuss Mormonism. God love them. Now, that being said, I've got 3 or 4 clips. I've got things like that, But the thing about it is to sum up Mormonism is hard to do. Actually, I take it back. It's very easy to do. It's that fucked up. Okay, I'm done. That's the end of the show. Thank you so much for this November 20th of 2013. No. It is that fucked up. In doing research and doing things like that, I really looked into Mormonism and it's so fucked up. You have to be a moron to be a Mormon. You just have to be a fucking idiot. No, I believe that of all religions. Don't get me wrong. However, this religion isn't that fucking old. If your religion is Christianity or Islam, we're talking thousands of years old, these things, and it's hard to verify, and who's to say they're not fucking right? We can't verify it. Other than just common fucking sense, But with Mormonism, this shit happened like in fucking 1855. It's not even that long ago. And they boast about, I think it was like 135 million. I don't know. I have it somewhere here in my notes. I'll eventually get to it. Sorry, I am still nursing a mucus cold or whatever it is. I just need to start doing shots before I come on the air. That's the only thing that seems to clear me up, but I don't do shots. I need to really look into that. The medical benefits of tequila. Makes my clothes come off. That's the problem. I can't sit here naked. It's cold. I can't do it. The idea that Mormonism is so stupid, it spawned a Broadway play. A Tony Award-winning Broadway play. Now, they couldn't do that shit with Christianity. There's too many ins and outs, and Christians are always screaming about you taking shit out of context, and, in Islam, it's the same way, you start studying that, then it's, well, you're taking it the same way, it's not supposed to be that way, something to that effect, because it's so fucking old, and it's been hacked up and translated and everything else. But Mormonism is the greatest thing ever. It is such an easy target. I debated on whether or not to even do a show about it. Because it's like, oh my God. I could say like 10,000. Okay. Mormon people are just fucking stupid. That's all it is. And it's not because they're stupid because of their religion. But they have these people, these missionaries, these elders that go out in the neighborhoods. Perhaps you've seen them and wanted to hit them with a bike, hit them with a fucking car or something like that, or throw a book at them or do something. Because I'm always tempted when I see them. But you don't. You're never mad at them. And the reason is because they're so fucking nice. They're nice people. They don't cause fucking wars, even though I do have a couple of things where they used to be a bit violent. They don't cause wars. They don't cause shit. They don't cause fucking crusades. And they have a couple of plus points. You know, although not necessarily practiced nowadays, that I'll get into. But it's interesting. But if you look back, if you're getting into the Mormon church, and okay, I know that my mother listens to this program, and my mother's a devout Christian. But even my mother thinks they're full of shit, on all accounts. I mean, it's not even close to being a feasible religion. But, I mean, we almost elected Mitt Romney as president of the United States, and this motherfucker's a Mormon. And if you can be a Mormon, and you can take all their teachings, and you can put it inside of you and say that that makes sense, I've got to think there's something fucking wrong with you. Mentally. With all the other religions in the world, there is some basis to them where they started out, which makes a little more common sense. You know, and then, well, you know, you did this, and they had their prophets, and I mean, at least the beginning. Once they get into their structure and fucking Noah's Ark and the rapture, or they get into Islam and the 99 virgins and all that, then it just gets fucking haywire. But I think they all start out from a basis of somewhat humanistic, decent things, you know? I mean, for the most part. However, if you believe in the Book of Mormon, and you're a Mormon, and even worse, if you've been converted, not that you were birthed into it, if you have been converted into a Mormon, and you previously weren't a Mormon, you're a fucking idiot. I mean, if you can look at the history of that religion and still say, I now believe in Mormonism, you're just a fucking idiot. I mean, there's something wrong with you. You need to possibly go see a psychiatrist, maybe get something checked, get on some pills. You might have an ADHD problem. I don't know what it is, but you got to be fucked up. And to also be in a religion and think, even if you're birthed into it and you've heard it your entire life, but to be in the Mormon religion and get, you know, and become older and wiser and go to college or you know, get a decent education or anything like that, and you're still a Mormon, you're a fucking idiot. There's something wrong with you because it makes no sense. I mean, no religion makes sense, but these guys are off the fucking charts, fucking stupid. So, I'm going to play a clip for you here, and then I'm going to get into just a, you know, kind of what they believed in. Of course, the founder, Joseph Smith, and Mark Harris, and things like that. I'm going to get into all of that. But the thing is that if I'm gonna play this clip, I can't stop laughing. And this clip is from South Park, and I pulled this off the internet because, and I fact checked it. I fact checked every single thing that this South Park episode, and it's only 6 minutes. I fact-checked everything that they say in this sort of goof on Mormonism, and there is nothing that's not true. I want you to keep this in mind. Even though they're making a parody of Mormonism, there's nothing in here that they're saying is not true. Everything is true. I have checked every fact that they put on here and every limerick and everything that they did, and there's nothing that's not true, and that's what makes it so funny. So keep that in mind whenever you listen to this, because it's true. This is what these people believe actually happened in the founding of Mormonism. So, without further ado, here is South Park telling about Mormonism. Here you go.
Dee-da-dee-da-dum. Joseph Smith was called a prophet. Dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. He started the Mormon religion. Dum 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 dum.
You know, he claims he spoke with God and Jesus.
Well, how do you know he didn't?
Dum 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 dum. Joseph Smith was called a prophet.
Hey, Joseph, I told my wife that you spoke with God and Jesus, and she didn't believe it.
Well, it's true. I did. I was out in the woods, praying. I was asking God if I should be a Protestant or a Catholic or what. And suddenly, God and Jesus appeared before me. And they said I should start my own church because none of the others had it right. And that's exactly how it happened.
You see? You believe it now?
Well, yeah, sure. Why would he make that up?
Dum 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 dum. Many people believe Joseph. Dum 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 dum. And that night he saw an angel. Dum 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 dum.
And please bless Mother and Father. And please keep our bellies full of yum-yums and luscious goodies. Ah! Oh my gosh!
I am Moroni. I am a Native American.
A Native American? But your skin is white.
Yes, long ago all Native Americans were white. We all came to America from Jerusalem. And while we were here, we were visited by Christ.
Jesus lived here in America?
Eventually, my people were all killed by the other tribe of Israel. And as punishment, God turned their skin red. These are the Native Americans you know today. Dum 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 dum. There is an ancient book buried near here, written on gold plates that account my people's lives. Also buried with the book are 2 seer stones, the Urim and Thummim, which will allow you to translate the writings. Find it and fulfill your destiny. Dum 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 dum. Joseph Smith was called a prophet. Dum 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 dum.
I found them! I found them! You're not gonna believe it, everybody! I found them!
Found what?
Another New Testament of Jesus Christ. Last night, a Native American angel told me where I could find another testament of Jesus Christ, so I went out to the woods. I dug around all morning where the angel had told me to look. Maybe there isn't anything out here. Wait a tick, what's this? Wow. Inside the stone box, I found the magical seer stones. Under that, I found 4 gold plates written in strange writing. This must be the gospel that Jesus told the Nephites. Well, they were the most amazing things I had ever gazed upon.
Wolf, so where are they?
Where or what?
The gold plates and the seer stones, where are they?
Well, I was not allowed to take them. You see, after I found the plates, the angel Moroni appeared to me again and said that I am not allowed to show the plates or the seer stones to anybody. Because first I must translate what's written on the plates into English, so you can all read it.
Dum 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 dum. He found the stones and golden plates. Dum 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 dum. Even though nobody else ever saw them. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum.
What's this all about, Mr. Smith?
Mr. Harris, can you keep a secret?
Well, sure I can.
I have, in my possession, an ancient book written on gold plates that tells of Jesus Christ's second coming, here, in America.
That sounds kind of...
Dum 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 dum.
It's true, and I'm going to translate the plates and publish it into a book for the whole world to read. Now, I know you have a lot of money, Mr. Harris, and I'm just going to need a little bit to pay for the publishing costs.
I don't know. How do you expect to translate it?
With these, they're seer stones, given to me by an angel. With them, God allows me to translate the plates into English. Watch. You take this quill and paper and write down what I say. Sit here. I have the golden plates here in this hat. I need to have them somewhere dark so I can read this spiritual light.
Really?
Now, when I put the seer stones into the hat, the ancient letters light up and change to English, which I can then read to you.
Wow!
Ooh, I'm seeing the light. Oh, okay, write this down. And so, it was that Christ appeared before the Nephites.
And that's how the Book of Mormon was written. Dum 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 dum. Dum da dum 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 dum. Dum da dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Martin went home to his wife. Dum 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 dum. And showed her pages from the Book of Mormon. Dum 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 dum.
And so Joseph Smith put his head into a hat and read to me what the golden plate said. I wrote it all down and we're going to publish it into a book.
How do you know he isn't just making stuff up and pretending he's translating